Hey, what's up, fam? For a man to achieve his dream and then so quickly enter this voided mindset that Denji has achieved in just 12 chapters of Chainsaw Man is just hysterical, but at the same time, it opens honestly a lot to his character and even though done in a simple way, it had a I think a really good effect on just the way that he's kind of being portrayed and viewed. But obviously, where we left off, Power is going to let him get some feels on them titties, but she's only giving him three squeezes and bullshit because the first one was pretty much fake and I can't believe the deception. She lets him do it, but she's actually a very small chested. She's just wearing pads. And so the first one, all he's doing is squeezing these, just these breast pads. And poor guy, complete wasted on the first one. And after that, he's feeling slightly more than a flat chest. Poor Denji. I mean, it's not a total. It's definitely not nothing, but it's not what he was going for, and you could see the look on his face the rest of the chapter as even like Power trying to talk to him like waking up. Well, not even. I don't think he went to sleep. It's just him kind of like sitting there trying to eat, trying to go to work. Makima just like talking to him, and he's just like it doesn't seem to be able to really grasp the situation of what happened because even though he finally got to feel some boobs, that it wasn't what he expected. But at the same time, he wonders like what is there really for a man after he's achieved his dream, and especially when that dream wasn't as fulfilling as he thought it'd be. And like I said, it's done in such a small way, and obviously it's not like some giant scale goal. And we already know that he doesn't give a shit how people view his dream. His dream is his dream. But the fact it was done on such a simplistic matter, and yet you see to him the impact that it's had, I thought that was really telling and really interesting of him. And it just opens a lot for Denji's character. What I talked about before is it's not one of the things you see in Chainsaw Man. It's not like a lot of other shonens where you meet the character and then as the story progresses, you're learning secrets and aspects of them. Whereas Denji, it's like he's almost a blank slate, and in the beginning, instead he's trying to find himself, trying to figure out what exactly he wants out of life, what exactly he wants to achieve, and what he plans to do to achieve it. And I thought that was really interesting. But you got a really erotic scene without having to like get too deep into it of when he's just talking to Makima about what do you do after that? What do you do when you have achieved your dream and if you don't feel fulfilled enough from it? Like, do you find a new dream or how does it go? And she just like starts getting all touching hands on him about it's different when it's different when you know more about the person and you have more of an emotional attachment to him. And she just like getting all touchy to him and like putting his finger in her mouth and like biting on his thumb. And I'm just like, this dude, he's getting advanced on, and fucking Makima, smart as hell, because she's now got him in this state, completely mesmerized, and then puts one of his hands on her chest, and then he just immediately like that shock moment, and he just doesn't know how to really handle it. But you can tell this is part of her plan because she's got him 100% on rope, like she's got him like leashed up, leading him along. And the second that she asks if she could do a favor for him, he just says, "Yep, I'm on it. I'll do it." And it's that there's a gun devil that she wants him to go fight, and I guess it's like a 13-year-old, 13 years prior started thing over in America, and this devil has been evading capture or extermination this whole time, and she believes that Denji could do it. And while all this, she actually says that she thinks he could do it because he's more special than others. And so not only, so this was honestly a really interesting bit because it's not like just hey compliment the main character because they're the main character and has done these things. When you think about her character Makima, not only is she kind of like building him up in a a very emotional kind of caller, but she's also doing it in this kind of like positive reinforcement way where she's trying to make it so not only is it that she's kind of controlling him with, his urges, but also that he is held in a special spot, to her. And I think that's a very ominous thing for her character. I mean, obviously she doesn't come off in any of this like she actually is a thing for Denji. It's more like she's very intelligent. She knows how to control him, and she's just kind of like making it so he's going to be 100% obedient and just do whatever she says. And she just, like I said, she's got him just like completely controlled. And it's very interesting for his character as well to just see him as he's struggling like with trying to resist it even a little bit, but he's not gonna. And it will definitely be a really interesting plot point along the way if he realizes that she doesn't have any feelings towards him. I don't think she does at all. I think she is just 100% very skilled at controlling people. And I'm hoping Denji figures it out eventually, and that could actually be a really cool thing between their characters. As him like if he ends up finally defying her and trying to to figure out how to get that emotional grip that she has on him. So even though I think a lot of people would probably look at this chapter and see, he got to feel some boobs. There was a joke bit in it with him just like not sure how to handle it, and then this erotic scene where Makima sets up for the next villain, next enemy. I definitely think that the way that the author is using a lot of these very simplistic means, while at the same time I think laying underneath it a lot of deeper character aspects, I think is really interesting. Like it definitely says a lot about where this story is already and what exactly Denji and Makima have as a relationship right now, where it doesn't feel like a a subordinate and a superior. It feels way more like Denji is this pet on a leash that she wants to be able to say a word and he either attacks or stops on command. Other than that, though, drop a comment below. Chainsaw Man, it's definitely like it doesn't feel like a shonen, even though it is. It's very interesting. It tells a very fresh and interesting idea while kind of used with similar materials as other shonens. And that's one of the things I like about weekly shonens is you can get an author who can take a very normal idea that's just a hey, go out and battle people, go out and defeat some enemies for job or whatever tasking, very shonen, but the reasons and the details behind it can be very wildly between each series, and it definitely holds that right now in Chainsaw Man. But tell me in the comments below and what you think about this chapter and how you see Makima's character. I think she's gonna end up being a villain of some kind. Well, other than that, I really appreciate if you thumbs up the video, but friend the like button and the subscribe button, and subscribe for more content. And check out my other videos. But other than that, I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed, and I thank you all for listening. Bye.